Nagpaalala naman si Senate President Koko Pimentel kaugnay sa planong ipalabas ng Kamara ang umunoy sex video ni Senadora de Lima. Ayon kay Pimentel, dapat isipin at maging sensitibo ang mga mambabata sa kanilang kapwa.
Be responsible for our actions, be sensitive to the sensibilities, the feelings, and the effect of our actions on the reputation of our fellow legislators. Ganun na lang po. And then, but if they should do some reckless action, be ready to pay the political price.
Maging si Senadora po may pag-aalangan sa pagpapalabas sa video. Alinsunod kasi sa Anti-Photo Video Voyeurism Act, ipinagbabawal ang pagpapalabas sa mga ganitong uri ng video. Ang hirit naman ni Minority Leader Danilo Suarez, karma ito ni Senadora Laila de Lima sa pagbalutot umano niya sa batas para may pakulong si dating Pangulong Arroyo.
Message ko lang kay Laila, karma yung nangyari sa iyo.
Bakit?
Itinan mo naman yung ginawa kay ma'am nung araw. Ngayon, napatunayan ng korte na walang kasalanan si ma'am. Ilang taon na nakulong si GMA?
Meanwhile, President Duterte downplayed the outburst of Senator de Lima, advising her instead to take a break. The president stressed that he was the one oppressed by de Lima since he was Davao City mayor. More details from Sweden, Volado.
President Duterte advised Senator Leila de Lima to take a leave first amid all controversies she is facing for alleged involvement in proliferation of illegal drug trade inside the new Bilibid prison.
If she continues yakking there and listening to, she will have a nervous breakdown.
The president announced this before he left for Vietnam. He said it was de Lima who attacked him first when she threw tirades against him for violating human rights due to extrajudicial killings.
She talked about me harping on extrajudicial killing. And yet, to that date, no case is filed. I was investigated once by the rapport, Philip Alston, and she was to have me investigated again by the UN through a new. Ako yung opinion, tapos ako po.
The president, on the other hand, apologized again to Pampanga Governor Amado Espino Jr., board member Raul Sison, and former provincial administrator Rafael Baraan, whose names were mistakenly included in the narco list. But the president clarified that he is not sorry for the involvement of Espino and Baraan in smuggling of metallic black sand.
It is my duty to tell the nation what's happening. But it is also my duty that if I commit wrong, I should apologize. That is the way to go in this world. Si Espino, it has nothing to do with drugs, but he's also facing a charge in the Sandigan, same, smuggling of black sand.
According to President Duterte, he will release a new narco list when he returns from Vietnam. It includes names of judges, congressmen, mayors, barangay captains, police officials, and 1 to 2 personalities from the side of military. Meanwhile, in an ambush interview, Senator de Lima previously asked the president if he likes her because of putting her under fire, especially in the House hearing.
Mag-prank ka ako. When de Lima raided yung Muntinlupa, naka-battle gear siya. Garbo, the senior aide of Senator Rojas at that time, was inside. Yung police general na, yung one of those I read it publicly. Kaya nabasa ninyo, what was going inside? There was a nightclub inside. Women of all ages were free to enter and leave. Either there was a band, there was liquor flowing. So what's your problem? Why be afraid to go to prison? Anyway, you're enjoying the life of a free. That is how corrupt the Philippines was. Dito, patay ka sigurado. Hindi ako nagbibiro. I'm telling everybody, every meeting sa cabinet, sinasabi ko talaga, nandiyan sila. Do not, this will be a clean government. And let us give the Filipino a respite of the agony and suffering. Kaya kayo, you guys, when you go home, there will be changes. I will not there will be no more harassments in the immigration and customs. I will not allow that. I will not allow that. And itong mga BIR, mga wala na to. It would be a thing in the past. Ang hiningi ko lang sa inyo, just let me know. No need to give me your name. Just tell me who is the son of a bitch in that office and I will take care of him. At sinasabi ko doon sa mga, huwag ninyo akong pahiyaan. Do not put me to shame while I declare all of the things are now implemented and you do exactly what I prohibit you to do. Dali lang. Now, why am I so predisposed to that? Because we are suffering a crisis. We need to build a country. We are left behind. There are millions of you, including you, you're going out of your country just to work, to earn a living. Tapos, ganunin mo, then you do this to my country, my God. I will not allow you to exist even for 1 minute. Just to be very, very brutally frank with you. I am not a killer, but if you want me to be one, so be it. There's really no problem. A lot of improving, a lot of new cemeteries. They call it a park, heavenly. There was one heavenly, something heavenly place. You go there. $216 billion. And they wanted me to build a rehabilitation center. I do not have that money because the president who allowed it also to bloom never expected that it would reach. It would cost us $216 billion for food, education, health. So what's the lesson? Sige. You imagine the three. Magtindig kami dyan. Nanonood ba kayo sa debate? Was I good? Manood ka sa... Kung hindi ako na presidente, anong nangyari? Yan pag-isipan nito. I ran without money. For the entire island of the Philippines, I did not even have one barangay captain outside of Davao City. Wala akong congressman isa except yung nephew ko sa Davao, yung anak ni Nograles. Nakalaban ko. Wala talaga. Walang governor except Aimee, Marcos, and si Abet Garcia ng Bataan, pati sa... Sino ang taga-Agusan dito? Agusan del Norte. Nanalo ako sa Agusan del Norte. I won by about 1,000. Bakit? Just tell them bakit. Ano? Love is a many splendor. Tis April rose that only grows in the early spring. Now, she's married now. Si Angel. Hindi ako nagchichismis. Totoo naman eh. Hindi ako nang ano, but we were young then. She was just 27 when she became, anak to ni Edel Amante. Yung leader ni Ramos. So, si bigwig during the President Ramos's time. Bata pa siya. Hindi naman ako masyado, pero bata pa rin ako. Now we are now in the winter stage of our life. So, somebody should give me either a summer or spring. Spring me back to my... Why not? Alam mo, I will part with this. Hindi ako atras dito. I can die. They can remove me by impeachment. For what? For genocide? Fine. I can go to prison? Fine. I will die? Fine. I live my destiny. I would, by the time, if in the fullness of God times, if I complete the 6 years, I would be 77 years old. The law book says that when I was 77, when you are 70 years old, you can file a petition for release because they do not accept all people in prison. That's the way it is. So, now, bakit ngayon maraming natatrabaho ng pulis? Because then the police were afraid of the apparatus of drug syndicates, just like in South America. The same style. The mayors there were having a headache, and they had, the mayor supervises the PNP. So, but it is a national police, but the police is placed under their operational control. So the mayors there, the warlords, the drug lords, had about 2 military men, 3 policemen, and nobody was moving against them. Exactly, you read the book of Grillo. Exactly the same. Until I became president, and I announced, you soldiers and police, you abandon your mayors. Go back to your units. I'll give you 24 hours. You drug lords, your mayors, I mentioned the name, surrender within 24 hours or I will kill you. Hindi nag-surrender ang mga gago. Mga hambugiro yan eh. Kaya mga mayor, mga ano, kaya namin kita, takbo-takbo sila doon sa krami, pawis na pawis. Then I said that I have declared war against it. Either I sink and swim there, basta it has to end. And I will not stop until the last pusher is removed from the streets. Until if that is the only thing that I will do in this world now, I will do it. I said, I'm ready for anything. For after all, I never really expected to be president. But I got 15 million, 6 million majority from my nearest opponent. Why? Guwapo ako. Hindi naman ako tisoy kagaya kay Senator Cayetano. Why? Why? I may be popular in Davao. I've been a congressman there one term. I was also one term vice mayor ng anak ko yung si Inday ng bugbog ng sirip. So, then was a prosecutor for 10 years and a mayor for 23 years. That's my political investment. Outside of that, wala. Why did I win? Why? Tell you. It was in the messaging. Galit ang tao na walang ginagawa sa gobyerno kundi mangurakot. Galit ang tao kasi yung bayan niya nilulong sa droga at walang ginagawa. Galit ang tao sa kriminalidad. Kaya yung pagpunta ng airport, hugan pa ng bala. Gawain na yan sa panahon ko, pag nandiyan ka tawagin mo, pasabugin ko yung bayag na sa harap mo. Hindi mo man ako ma-aresto ngayon. Presidente ako eh. Really. The President has immunity. At sila. Now, I'll tell you the secret. Nakikinig ang the national media. I'll tell you the secret. Why are the policemen so brave? Because they have my support when I was mayor. Davao City was clean. Sabi ko, papatayan ko kayo. And the police were really busy working because they were not afraid to do their job because binaback up ko. At sabi ko, pagka nang kasabit kayo, ako ang magsuporta sa pamilya and I will work for your freedom. That was when I was mayor. Now I'm president. Remember the guidance about your life in jeopardy? Huwag mo lang kalimutan yan and go ahead and fight them and kill them all. Pag nasabit ka, ito ang si Aguirre ang nag-advise sa akin eh. Kaya kasali ito sa co-conspirator. Di pa ako president, sabi niya, ito. Masa namin dalawa, ay mag-classmate eh. Under the powers of the President of this Republic, Philippines, can grant pardon to criminals, conditional or absolute, and can grant amnesty with the concurrence of Congress. Sige. Okay doon. Pag sabi, sir, sabit kami, multiple murder. No problem. Get your copy of pardon. It's pre-signed. Pardon is hereby granted. Nandiyan sa Constitution. It does not even say for 5 times only a month. Wala. It does not even say except to himself. O di pag-alis ko, pag panahon na, pardon is hereby granted to Rodrigo Duterte for multiple sign, Rodrigo Duterte. Seriously now, I'm just really joking to lighten up your mood. I've been telling stories about sordid details. And I know that you are sad after this, just thinking about what was revealed to you now. But just remember that I take it as a, I said I never won. I never really believed that I'd win. So it was my messaging was very simple. You were there during the debates. Sabi ko, I promise the Filipinos these things and I will do it. Maraming salamat po.